Good morning, everybody. This is Travis Llewellyn with the Teleconference. We'll go ahead and start today's call. As a reminder, today's call is being recorded. We're now joined with Trent Miles, the head coach of Georgia State University. If you have a question for Coach Miles, please dial *1 on your phone at this time. Coach, while we're waiting for questions to get in the queue, would you mind starting us off with an opening statement?
Yes, still trying to find a way to get into the win column. Our young men have a sense of urgency to work and get themselves prepared to try to win. I was very pleased with the way they performed this past weekend. Obviously, we're very disappointed that we did not win, but we're getting closer and closer, and I think our kids can see the results that are getting, where they're getting to from where they've been, making the jump from FCS to FBS and playing to a new level. Our kids are responding and competing at a high level, and they're getting better each week. Every week they're getting better. Their execution was much better this game than it was the one before that. So that's all I can ask for as a coach right now, and until we get them to the promised land of winning games.
Thank you very much, Coach. Our first questions come from Doug with the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. Please go ahead, Doug.
Thank you. Hey, Coach.
Hey, Doug.
Cade Yates?
What did you say?
Do you have an update on Cade Yates?
No. He is actually seeing. I know he's out this week.
Okay.
He's probably going to be out for an extended period of time. Just kind of depends on how. It's a high ankle sprain. Kind of depends on how he can respond to treatment. Nothing's broke. So as far as we know right now, we're treating it as a high ankle sprain and just getting him treatment. All I can say is I know he's out this week, and then we'll see after this week.
Who's going to step in at center then?
Well, right now, Ronald Martin is the young man we put in the game, and we're going to try and see. We're still working with Tim Ruskell with his ankle, seeing if we can get him back. But right now it's Ronald Martin, and until something changes this week in practice.
How would you assess the team? Well, never mind. How do you go about improving the running game? Is there anything
Block them better. Block them better and run better. We're kind of in a situation where sometimes, I think the scheme is good. I don't think anybody can question the scheme. I know they're getting coached up, and I know they're trying really hard. We need to finish blocks a little bit better, and we all need to pull together and find a way to create some space and some lanes, and we got to be able, when there is a little bit of space, to hit it. So, we just got to keep working it and trying to find a way to get better at it.
And, at the halfway point now, how would you assess offense, defense, and special teams?
Well, obviously, when we're 0-6, so you can only assess it to a certain point, but I think our kids are getting better every weekend. I watch the practice film. I watch the game film. I see where we're going, and I think there's growth. Now, it hasn't shown in the win column, but again, look at where we came from 4 years ago to now and who we're playing compared to who you were playing last year, and look at how our kids are stepping up and competing. So I see when you look at the flow chart, you're in a business meeting and you see those lines, they're going up. They're going up. The execution's getting better. There are two types of 0-16s, which 90-something% of them are falling apart and they're divided, and you've got guys, starting to be discipline problems and those kind of things, and there's bickering and pointing fingers. And then there's that about 1% of an 0-16 that is going up. We're that 1% that's going up. Our kids are bonding together even more. Their sense of urgency to win is even more. Work hard is even more. They're starting to see the results on Saturdays by playing better because they're practicing better. We haven't had any major issues with our guys as far as discipline. They're sticking together and pulling together. The flow chart is pointing straight up. It's going to result in wins at some point, but I see the progress. I see our kids getting better. It can never be questioned their passion or how hard they play or anything like that, and they've proven that. So, it's just continuing to keep working, getting better. I see it.
Okay. Any other injury updates, Coach?
Just the nicks and bruises.
Okay.
We've got some sprains and bruises and bumps and owies and all that kind of stuff that you get during the season. So, I mean, it's a halfway point. So you're going to have some. But the one that sticks out is Kate. I can't think of anybody else that we lost. Alan McKay was unable to play. The last game was more of a muscular deal in his back, no disc, nothing like that. But he should be full go this game. That's really about it until I get with our trainer today before practice. You know, I met with him yesterday, and that was kind of status quo, and then he waits and does treatment during the afternoons, you know, through the morning and the afternoon, and then comes and meets with me. Bob meets with me probably around 2. So I'll know a lot more then.
And lastly, can you describe your emotions on those 2 screen passes where the very last guy made the tackle to stop the touchdown?
And we got to score. That's my emotion. I mean, you know, you can't. The play was blocked well, executed extremely well. Play was blocked well. Great call by our offensive staff. You know, they worked on screens, and we got to pick our feet up and score. I mean, that's, you know, I mean, everything was great to the very end, and then but you know, the first one was just a ankle tackle. I mean, we need to be able to pick our feet up and score on those things. We don't even score on that whole series. You know, we missed the field goal. We don't get it in, then we miss the field goal. The one that we ran into J.J. Bart, we scored on that series, you know.
Right.
But, you know, when the back gets in the open field, and they'll be the first day. I'm not putting them down, so make sure you understand that. I'm not putting them down, but backs have to have the ability to make a guy miss and or pick their feet up and run through a hole. And when it's, you know, when you're getting tripped by ankle tackles, you know, backs wish they're usually look at each other and they have that look on their face that, man, I can't have that happen. So, you know, they were well designed and well executed and blocked, and, you know, big results. Just one of them scored or set up a score, and one of them should have set up a score, but, you know, we should score on both of those, to be honest with you.
I'm going to add J.J. Bart to the list of names for Jonathan John Bart now.
J.J. J. Bart. That's what I'm going with.
That's not right either. It's J-D.
Well, he's got 3 names. I get one of them right for sure.
Thanks, Coach.
All right.
Thank you, Doug, and thank you, Coach Miles. That's all the questions we have for you today. We do appreciate your time.